Connections Radio presents. This podcast is brought to you by Envision U. Envision U has discovered how to impact spirit, body, and soul with spray technology in just 30 seconds. With Envision U, you can achieve optimal health and start living the life you have always dreamed of. Use the promo code envisinu.com/VernDix to take control of your health naturally.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're hearing this podcast from. Welcome to my podcast, Prospering in Health and Wealth. My name is Werner Dixon. I'm with VM Enterprise, and I am wanting to have a discussion with you about health, wealth, and wellness, and talk about how they actually interrelate with each other and can create a better environment for you, create a better work environment for you, a life situation for you, particularly if you have your health and you can focus on generating your wealth. And I think we'd have a lot to have conversations about. If you're interested, hang around and get your friends and relatives on board. And so let's get underway. Thank you. Let's go. Hello, hello, hello. And again, Happy New Year. We had the marathon, so we had a promotion for that one. But Happy New Year. And I'm excited about this year and how it's starting and taking off. And hope you're doing well. Hope your family is all good. Hope you have some exciting things to look forward to this year as well. So that you can enjoy it. And that's an awesome opportunity to have 2026 and being able to move on and into the other years. And hopefully you've got a situation where you're set up where you're going to be okay all the way around, health, wealth, and all the other things that go along with that. So again, welcome to the podcast for 2026. I'm going to start off this year a little bit different. The podcast itself, the title of the podcast is Prosperity During Health and Wealth. And as the year ended, or 2025, I still try to bring the health issues to the table because I'm experiencing some things and I'm looking at some different products and services. And so as I do that, and as I find things that work or interesting, I can't take everything out there, but if I find something that's interesting, obviously I want to show it to you, and you can make a decision yourself in terms of whether you want further involvement in that product or service or not. And the other part of that is for those who are looking for economic opportunities, as it were. And that's what I've been in marketing, business to business marketing. I've been a salesperson since I've been about 12 years old. But anyway, for those of you looking for those opportunities, I have those as well. And over the years, as I'm looking for and finding products and services that help me to improve my health, I've had the requirement to make sure that I, from a financial perspective, had something that was going to generate some of the income that was required, because some of the solutions that I brought to the table were not supported by my current situation, my insurance company. As some of you may know, I'm also a veteran, and so some things weren't covered in that either from the health perspective. And so you had to go outside of the normal realm of where I would normally get my support to get the products and services that I needed to improve my health and to keep it that way. So with that in mind, over the years, I have had different products and services that have generated income. And I have a few of them that have generated more income than others and will continue to even be better for this year and into the future. Again, it's about, if you're in that environment, creating a legacy for your family, being able to be extremely healthy as you move forward in your life, and so that you're able to enjoy your life, not only have good health, but also be financially comfortable where you can enjoy life in general. One of those products is a product in the crypto environment. This company is called Metaterra. This is the final version of Metaterra. I've been working with this company for about 3 years now, and we've been anticipating going public. Actually, last year we were moving closer and closer to it, but it looks like they've got everything in place to make that step. And so I am extremely excited about the opportunity for some financial rewards based on that relationship with that company. And I've invested money into the company, and so that investment, those investments have been paying off, and hopefully they will pay off more significantly as we go public and move forward. I'd like to introduce you to the product and the services, but I'm going to go to the end part where our current situation is right now. And I apologize, this video is about 8 minutes or so be prepared for that. But I want to let you know how serious this is and what stage this is in. And there is still significant opportunities to participate. Again, I'll repeat that. There is still a significant opportunity to participate before we go public. Now, considering that we are going public and being a member of the organization, I've been offered opportunities to get products and services at a lower discount, because once it's released to the public, all bets are off in terms of what the value is going to be for the products that are available and the crypto that's available. And right now, the crypto is very, very extremely reasonable. And there's 2 of them. Well, without further ado, let me go ahead and show you what Metaterra is all about.
Hello, I'm Douglas Anderson, CEO of Wall Street Capital Partners and Chairman of Metaterra Holdings, Inc. Today, I'm very pleased and happy to announce that we are bringing on our advisory board, a senior global expert in the corporate finance and business world, Russ Gerson. Russ has had his own firm for many years in New York, and he's placed some of the biggest titans of business and corporate finance around the world, and really has an excellent sense of which companies are taking off and which ones to go with. And he's decided to go with us, and I'd love to hear his take on his impression of our fantastic growth company and why he decided to join us. Russ, welcome.
Thank you, Doug. Yeah, I'm extremely enthusiastic, excited about joining the advisory board of Metaterra. As Doug said, I have about a 40-year career in and around the financial services community, in banking and investment banking, and I ran a corporate development recruiting business for 30 plus years. And as Doug said, I've seen just about everything. I've been involved with some of the largest investment banks, some of the largest private equity firms, some of the largest hedge funds. I've advised and worked with many of them. And for the last 5 years, I've been very active in the fintech arena. And when Doug approached me about Metaterra, I have to say that I was very impressed about where they are, what they're about to do. I think they're going to be one of the leading firms in the fintech area. And again, I am very, very excited to be part of this. I also am excited to be able to work with a colleague of ours who's also going to be joining the advisory board and going to be part of the Metaterra organization, a gentleman by the name of Steve Norris. Steve had a long and distinguished career at Marriott Corporation and came up with the idea of having a private equity firm in Washington, D.C., called the Carlyle Group. And he came up with the organization's plan, hired a gentleman by the name of David Rubenstein, and built and helped to create one of the largest private equity firms in the world. And again, as Doug said, I've been exposed to lots of financiers, lots of CEOs, and Steve Norris is probably one of the brightest, most creative professionals. And the fact that Steve has also agreed to join in an important position is very testament to what Metaterra is doing and what they're about to do.
Russ, tell me, what's your sense as to why Steve accepted my invitation to join as an advisor with this company? I mean, he gets offers all the time and says no, but he said yes to me. Why?
So Steve Norris is, again, as I mentioned earlier, one of, I think, the most creative financiers in the modern times. When I talked to David Rubenstein about Steve 12 or 13 years ago when we were starting to work together, I asked David, how the Carlyle Group started, and David said to me, the reason Carlyle exists is because of Steve Norris's creativity and financial prowess. And Steve was early on actually sold Amazon their first book list. Steve early on was involved in bringing Apple one of their biggest investors, a foreign investor. Steve was involved early on in getting a major investment, foreign investment in Citi. Those investments, if those individuals and firms that were invested, taking even Amazon aside, would be worth in excess of $1 trillion. And the fact that Steve looks at Metaterra and what Metaterra is doing as something, and he said to me earlier today, this could be as big as any of those organizations at some point.
I see the same thing. Yeah.
Great.
So I mentioned some of the top executives that you've been involved with placing and working with. Why don't you describe some of those people?
Yeah, so I got early on when I was in my late 20s, I got involved with Blackstone Group, and I helped them hire some of their most senior executives and actually help them strategically get into the private equity business. I was involved with a gentleman by the name of David Solomon when he was working at Bear Stearns as head of corporate finance, and advised him when he went to Goldman Sachs, and he's now the CEO of Goldman Sachs. I worked with Ray Dalio at Bridgewater Associates and helped Kenny Moelis create Moelis & Company, hired, I think, something like 60 some of their executives and introduced them to a number of their capital sources. That's just a variety of organizations. But most recently, have been heavily involved in the fintech arena. And again, having looked at this industry, having met some of the senior leaders, Metaterra is extremely well positioned for very significant growth and playing an important role in the financial ecosystem.
So having touched the largest, one of the largest hedge funds in the world, and then having touched one of the largest banks in the world, I think you've got a pretty good handle on and feel for that sector. And you see this as a breakout revolutionary change in corporate finance, the fintech world leader.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the fintech ecosystem, or more importantly, the broader financial ecosystem, what Metaterra is about to do is, I think, going to be just as important as when we started using point of sales to take credit card payments 30 some odd years ago. I think what they're about to do is transformative, and they will be a market leader using crypto and a new way of doing credit scoring that will, I think, dramatically change the way payments are made. And they are far and ahead of anybody else in the industry.
Cutting edge on something, again, there's evolution and then there's revolution. This is revolutionary. It's going to take the world by storm. And I think we're looking at a unicorn. We're looking at something that's going to lead the world in this. I think we're looking at $1 billion plus company for sure.
I think you're underestimating the opportunity and the potential here. If they execute the way that I believe that they will execute, this is going to be a company that will be valued in the tens of billions of dollars in the next 2 to 3 years.
We always have to be conservative as bankers on Wall Street, but I agree with you. And I think that this is really one of the most exciting deals I've seen in a long, long time. We've all been around long enough to see a lot of these big companies, and this is as big as they get. And I'm extremely excited about it. I'm very happy to have you on board.
Great to be here.
Thank you.
Great to be here.
Yes. This is the reason that I wanted you to take a look at this, because I mean, we can talk about the product a little bit later, and I will do that. Or you can reach out to me, and I have information for you to follow and understand exactly what the product is doing, what the project is doing. Like I said, I've been involved for 3 years, and over that 3-year period, there are some other companies underneath that Metaterra umbrella. Metaterra is a company that actually was here in Nevada. That was, I guess it was still available as a shell, but nothing was happening with it. A couple of shareholders or whatever. So when we decided that the announcement was we were going public, they decided to buy that shell and put everything underneath that shell, since they were already connected. At least they had some things already taken care of. And so the folks that you just heard in that meeting were I'm showing you those guys because it indicates the significance of the status of where we are now. We're talking to folks on Wall Street. We've got large companies reaching out to us and want to get involved because we have these financial opportunities. I got involved when the company and what other companies that you hear about is Miracle, Cash and More, Miracle Pay. There's some other nodes. We have exchanges in Germany, Holland, and Cyprus. So those are physical exchanges. So the issue for us was waiting for them to make a decision in terms of timing to go public. And so once they started putting those things together and they started reaching out to resources that were required to help us go public, that's where Doug comes in. That's where the other guy comes in, Geisler comes in as well, in terms of folks who have done this before, folks who have created other companies or helped other companies go public on Wall Street. And so we're looking forward to them standing on Wall Street and the Nasdaq and espousing the value and the opportunity that exists on the Metaterra. And again, they have one of the things that we do in terms of how we get paid is called nodes. And you can look that up in terms of nodes in cryptocurrency. But as the applications are run and things are going, these nodes are paying every day. And so I've been buying those nodes and been buying some of the crypto that's been available to us as partners in the company. So we've been able to get a lot of those things at a discount, sometimes a really, really heavy discount. And so one of the things that we had a promotion that's running, and she said, well, we need to pull that. And the CEO of the company called and said, well, let's leave it up a little bit longer. And the reason that he wanted to pull it, he said, because the node currently is undervalued. And when they re-release it, it's going to be at the higher price. And so this is not financial advice. This is not any of that kind of stuff. I'm just telling you that there's an opportunity to get involved in something that may be beneficial to you one way or the other. The other product is a product that you can, in either of these products, you can get involved and invest and not have to do anything. Just wait on your investment to do what it's doing. And that's what I've done with this other product called SuperOne. SuperOne is a gaming application, meaning that, and it's based right now, it started off on soccer. And so they've got the soccer teams that we play, and you can play a game. You're not betting. We're not doing any betting. That's obviously illegal, but you're playing the game. It's a game of skills that you can be involved in. And the way that you get involved, you can buy what I'll call them components. You can buy a couple of components and let it run. And then there's fans that are playing the game, and they're doing some things. And so with further ado, let me go ahead and have you take a look at real quick SuperOne.
Before you decide whether this is something worth your time, I want to give you a clear frame for what you're about to see. What you're about to watch is an overview of SuperOne, a global platform and business model that sits at the intersection of entertainment, technology, and digital ownership. For many people, this has the potential to become something that quietly benefits them for years to come, not because they're experts, not because they hustle non-stop, but because they understood the opportunity early and positioned themselves accordingly. Along the way, you're going to hear topics like mobile gaming, European football or soccer, trivia-style gameplay, digital assets, and crypto. And I want to be very clear up front. This is not a gaming project, and it's not a crypto project in the way most people think about those things. You don't need to play games. You don't need to care about football. You don't need to understand crypto. You don't even need to like any of those topics. Those elements are simply the engines, the mechanisms SuperOne uses to attract massive global audiences and generate activity. What really matters is the business model behind it, how attention is converted into revenue, how that revenue flows through the platform, and how individuals can participate in that flow either passively or more actively. Think of this less like learning a new hobby and more like understanding how a modern digital ecosystem works and how you might benefit from it without changing who you are or what you're interested in. The videos that follow will go deeper, about 30 to 40 minutes, breaking everything down step by step. My suggestion is simple: listen with an open mind, focus on the structure rather than the surface topics, and decide for yourself whether this is something that fits your long-term vision. Here is the first video. This isn't a trailer. This isn't a pitch. This is a celebration. A fan-powered football game played over 2 million times. 1 billion questions answered. 150,000 hours of gameplay. 5 hours daily. 5x stronger than Netflix. 30,000 organic referrals. 30 referrals monthly. 30x more than Dropbox. And this is just the pilot. This is SuperOne, a digital football arena where fans play, compete, build, and fight. Hourly, daily, weekly. For glory, for the leaderboard. Featuring top global fandoms. With a new game every minute and 50,000 free cash prizes every week.
$10,000 on SuperOne!
Every tap, every swipe, every battle pass, every tournament. Building a new digital economy for football, for clubs, for stars, for brands. Fueled by billions. Billions of breaths held. Billions of tears shed. Now, we're scaling to 1 billion fans by 2030. Not as followers, but as founders of a new era. Let's change the game. Together.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So again, I just wanted to give you a flavor for a couple of things that are going to be paying significant. SuperOne actually pays in XRP. I've been getting drips of XRP as they've been putting this thing together. The official launch would be February 1st. So there's still time to get involved before the thing goes bananas. And that's the reason that I'm bringing these two to you this day, because these promotions at the beginning or before we do these things is as an opportunity to get involved before we go public and everybody else has to get involved and pay for it. Well, with that in mind, reach out to me, get back to me if you got some interest, or if you just got some questions you want to have answered. I'm available for that. And so again, this is not financial advice. It's an opportunity to take care of some things from a financial perspective, and that's awesome. But again, it's about I have put some things together that you'll be seeing over this year. In the first few months, I'll be promoting obviously more of Metaterra and the SuperOne during this first month, but also I have a couple of guests coming aboard this month too, talking about some health products. If you've heard of stem cells, we're going to be talking about stem cells. We're going to be talking about oxidative stress. We're going to be talking about cellular stuff. We're going to be talking about telomeres. We're going to be talking about some things that would be beneficial from a health perspective. I want you to be healthy. Obviously, I'm trying to be healthy, but the things that I'm researching to make sure that I've covered bases so that I can provide the best products and services for myself, even though I can't use everything that I find and everything that I promote. Again, like I said at the beginning, I want you to have the information that I come across, and you can make a decision yourself in terms of what direction you want to go in. And I've been having some success from that perspective. We'll be talking to some other people. Again, I'm lining up. We'll be talking about some of the credits. And we'll be talking about a lot of stuff, I guess is what I'm saying in that. And right now, I've been involved in some things, again, that are becoming productive financially as well as health-wise. And so some of the products will be health products that you can take and use yourself and also earn income from. Some of the products will be products that go into what I call outside of your body, and some of the products be going inside of your body. And again, it's about you making the decision what's best for you and how you want to manage or take care of your particular issue. We'll be talking about mental health as well. Mental health is significant, and there's a big push for that. And I wanted to do a couple of other things, but a couple of folks that wanted to get involved before the year ended, at least this month, was regarding mental health, because there's so much depression during the holidays. Because for those individuals who don't have family, or have family that they've been disassociated from, so to speak, and they go through some mental issues, depression and those kind of things. And so I want to provide that type of information where at least you have a resource. At least you know that you're not alone in that type of environment. You know where to go. You know what to look for. You know how to manage yourself. So I'm trying to do both ends, staying healthy and staying wealthy. So I'm trying to make the title of my show mean something. I want it to mean that you're becoming healthier by participating in the things that I bring to the table, whether it be from a health perspective or whether it be from a financial perspective. On the financial perspective, I mean, I'm not, again, offering financial advice. I'm just showing you some of the things that work for me and that are getting better and better. And if there's an opportunity to get involved and you participate, I mean, at the right time, that's what I'm looking for as well. So in the meantime, I'm on every Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning. So you can help kick off that day with me every week. And I appreciate you being here. In the meantime, I think it's about time I go for now and start putting some things together and making sure that I have the information required to make sure that you have the information you need. Again, I'm on social media. I'm on PR communications, and obviously I'm doing this podcast. I'm in LinkedIn. I'm in some of the other areas. I'm on YouTube as well, because the podcast recordings go on YouTube, and there's some of the other things that are there also. So with that in mind, I'm going to say adios. And as I always say, I want you to continue to be blessed, and the best is yet to come. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.
This podcast is brought to you by Envision You. Envision You has discovered how to impact spirit, body, and soul with spray technology in just 30 seconds. With Envision You, you can achieve optimal health and start living the life you have always dreamed of. Use the promo code envisionu.com/VernDix to take control of your health naturally. PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.